Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? My name is DJ djanonzt, and we're back with WWE Champions, and we got the all-new, can I view? Why is this button broke? Eio Sky. What do they call her? Genius of the Sky? I've never heard anybody call her that, literally. But that's her name. Do they call her that? They do call her Genius of the Sky? Maybe I'm just not paying attention when they say Genius of the Sky. Am I the only one who don't know this, chat? It's weird. I don't watch like I used to, though. So anyways, Leech Gems do 300% more damage as a coach at 35k. That's crazy right there. Leech Gems doing 300% more. That's way stronger than anything we've had. So I might need to do some old Leech Gem videos at this point. And, yeah. So, I'm not going to start with the strongest moveset in this video. I'm going to do that last because I actually already did it for a reel, so there's a good chance you've already seen that moveset, and we will talk about it more later. But I have her built for a different way already from when I was practicing, so we're just going to start here, and we're going to run through two variations of this moveset that we're going to load with the Meteora. So we do have increase our black MP by 10. That's a 5-charge green. So 1 MP trainer on the green, and you got the rest of your loadout for offensive strength. So this one's going to make 49 trap gems. If broken by our opponent, deal 3 million damage and increase our green gem damage by 150% for 2 turns. If broken by us, deal 500k damage and deal 1.1 million bleed damage to your opponent for 2 turns. Then we got the finisher. Deal 510,000 damage, increase your move dodge chance by 100% for 1 turn. Then finisher, deal 1.5 million damage, and swap a 1x7 random area into green gems and pin the opponent. One thing I'm going to say about this Eio, it's a lot of words. It's a lot of words on all of these moves that you have to read. It's like a small book. And it's just going to be easier to see it in action. So, like I said, 1 green MP trainer. We do have a coach in Woods that moves and gems that cause bleed will do more bleed. You can't just put a bleed move damage on there like a trainer because it won't affect these because the bleed actually comes from the trap gems. So we can only buff the bleed 50% here. So we're going to buff that black finisher with the rest of our damage because remember, move damage stacks hard when you're setting up with your strap and that. So I'm not even going to use any skill plates with these. They're good enough how they are. We got 100% move damage strap. We got takedown 3, so 100% there. So 200% move damage boost, plus the 250% from this metal right here. Plus, we got, what, 150, 200% from that. That's a lot of move damage boosting going on. So we'll just see it in action. Trust it's a lot. Alright, so first you would have to do the Meteora. You know, we don't mess with 99 MP around here. 49 gems into trap gems. So that's the whole board. Remember, if she breaks them, but we're not even going to count on her breaking them. So you can cut half the words out of the move right there. So here now, we're doing 3.7 million damage and increasing our dodge chance. Then finisher, deal 11 million damage and swap a 1x7 random area into green. Remember, when these hit now with our trainer added on and that, we're dealing 1.6 million bleed damage for 2 turns. So it's going to be a lot of bleed damage coming, but I mean, really, we're going to hit her for like 15 million move damage in this combo first. Then we're going to hit all that bleed damage. Got the 7 stack of bleed right there. 15 million. There goes bleed once. There goes bleed twice. Look at that. And with her breaking them trap gems, it pretty much took all of her health right there. Which it's all gone now. So we just took like 65 million health off of her there on the first turn for the win. That's an easy win. So we're going to just change this build slightly. We'll be right back. Alright, so for the next thing I'm going to do, all I did was change out the middle move. And it's still another move that's going to make 49 trap gems. If broken by our opponent, it will increase our black move damage by 40%. And if broken by us, we're going to steal up to 1.4 million health. So in that, we're going to leave Steel and Lita. But if you have Michelle McCool, now I'll show you this two ways. Because you have to note in the description here how it'll say Trap, Countdown, and Juggernaut gems will health steal will. So if you have somebody who just says health steal, moves that health steal, it won't work because again, the health steal is coming from the trap. So we can get 100% boost there and another 100% boost from Showboat Nakamura. And that'll bring us to every one of those gems 4.2 million health to steal. And everything else is exactly the same with the build. Same strap, same takedown threes. All we're doing is just swapping out some bleed damage for some health steal. Again, you'll do the Meteora first. Put down the traps. And then we'll just check the values again in here. If broken by us, steal up to 4.2 million health. And we're going to break 7 of those. So 20, about 30 million. About 30 million on the health steal there. But then when she breaks those traps while she's pinned, it's going to deal damage. Look at that. Look at the big damage that we already dealt there. 47 million. Because you got to add that finisher damage in with that health steal. Look at that. She had like nothing left there. Absolutely melted her. Now, I'll show you. We can absolutely go in and take Michelle McCool off. And we'll just go with Acro Asuka. And of course that happened. We could just go in with Asuka instead and just keep that finisher damage loaded up. And I mean, that's a pretty simple looking lineup right there too. This is nothing too rare here. These are very simple builds. That's one thing that I like about some people. Maybe she doesn't hit quite as hard as everybody else, but her builds are very, very simple. There's no barring the entry here. Because what we're going to miss on that health steal, we're going to make up for with move damage at this point. So if we look at the values here, we're going to steal up to 2.8 million health on each one. But now, again, our finisher is going to do like 15 million base damage. So, boom. Boom. There all that went. So we got 36 million, but then as she breaks those gems, see, we're eating the rest of that off of there. Boom. Took care of it. No problem either way. If you didn't have takedown threes on that build, I will admit they probably would have kicked out and you would have had to do it again, but you'd have got it on the second cycle. But let's get to my favorite moveset now. Alright, so we get to my favorite set, and before we do that, I will show you that, okay, I used all 4 of those moves. There is a sub here. Make 8 random sub gems and do damage while remaining sub gems turn into 1-turn countdown gems that will deal 300k damage and make the rightmost column into multiply gems of strength 11 at the end of the countdown. I'm just not seeing a world where I want to do a sub turn 1 and then have to wait for that. But I mean, you can get them to break your traps if you're doing that, and you can try to stage a bunch of damage that way. I'm Zoro, but it's not straightforward. And if I can win the match turn 1 with 3 other movesets, why am I gonna even worry about trying to let them get in a sub and load up this damage so I can hit them hard after? It doesn't make sense to me. It's cool, and it will make for cool content, but it's not practical application. So, German suplex 5 charge green, again 1 MP trainer, and then you're all damaged, and we can gain 10 purple MP. Then it's going to make the leftmost column into trap gems. If broken by us, we're going to increase our multiply gem strength by 3. And then we're going to deal damage and make the right column into multiply gems of strength 10. That's a trap gem reversal too. You can steal a turn. Then we got a finisher, deal damage and make 7 trap gems into green gems. Then finisher, deal damage and make 7 multiply gems into purple gems. It's a lot. It's so much. It's confusing for me to read it to you, but it works very easy in application. So I'm going to show this to you fully loaded first. Then we'll deconstruct it a little and see what like free-to-play could expect. So we got our 4 MP we need from Steel. Then we're loading up the multiply gems with Sherry and Leonardo. So plus 7 there. And then multiply gem, purple gem strength here from Brett. On the title, 150% gem damage, 100% from the Fury 3s. And then we got the Barber's Blades. When we make 6 trap gems, increase our purple gem damage by 75% for a turn. And Thomas Chestplate. When we make 6 or more trap gems, increase our purple gem damage by 300% for a turn. So this thing is juiced up right here. She is ready to hit. Here we go. Oh, I thought it was about to give me that black screen there. So first things first, hit that German. Puts down trap gems. All right, hit the springboard moonsault. And it puts down multiply gems. You see how it's so easy in application? So many words to take in. And then you just hit this finisher, and it's going to make the trap gems into green. Remember, if you break those yourself, that'll increase the strength of your multiply gems. Then it's going to make the multiply gems into purple. So here it goes. All them boosts from the skill plates in play. Now those are times 38s. And pow! 159 million damage right there. Absolutely incredible. She's hitting 160 on turn 1. And man, she's kind of like a female Julius Creed to me with the trap gem purple plates. Like if you got the plates, elite. If you don't got the plates, probably still getting the job done. Let's see what she can do without them. All right, so we've reworked it now. We've gone with the free build on here, and we're going to see what it can still do. I wanted to use D-Lo as my trainer. So purple gems 50% and multiply gems increased by 1. Then we got Chelsea and Gunther zombies, because both of them are going to go multiply gems, do 60% more damage. And that's going to be better than boosting just the gem damage. Now, Chelsea will help the green gems on the left column. But we got just 100% gem damage strap now in Double Fury 2. No skill plates. So this is the way opposite end of the spectrum here. And let's see what this can do turn 1. And see if this is still the one right here. I'm not sure it is. I'm not sure it is, but I'm actually anxious to see what we can do with this, so. Alright, we got our trap gems. We've got our multiply gems. Okay, trap gems green. Multiply gems going up to 32s. Pow! And still smoked her. 71 million damage. 71 million damage free. That's a free build right there. Still the best build. Get wrecked. Get absolutely wrecked. You know what I mean? So, absolutely awesome. She's awesome, man. I don't know what else to say. Until next time, peace.